My life felt like a grey photograph. After losing my parents in quick succession, I drifted into a silent, isolating routine. My apartment was quiet, perhaps too quiet. I went to work, came home, and watched the hours blur into days. I didn't realize how deeply I was drowning until a friend dragged me to the local animal shelter. "Just look, Sarah," she'd urged. "You need a reason to get out of bed." That's where I met Barnaby. He was a scruffy mutt, mostly golden retriever, but with a gaze that held a profound sadness. He wasn't the bouncy, tail-wagging kind. He sat quietly in his kennel, his eyes following me with a gentle, non-demanding intensity. The volunteer explained he was an older dog, surrendered after his original owner moved overseas. Barnaby carried his own shadow of loss, a quiet mirror to mine. When I knelt down, he simply rested his chin on the wire, and in that moment, the first tiny crack appeared in my fortress of grief. I adopted him that day. Barnaby didn't magically fix my life, but for the first few weeks, we were two lonely souls sharing the same space. He'd follow me from room to room, never demanding attention, just present. Then the terrifying panic attacks started coming back sudden, paralyzing waves of fear and sorrow. One evening, I collapsed onto the floor, struggling to breathe through the sobs. Before I could even register what was happening, Barnaby was there. He nudged my hand gently, then pressed his entire warm, heavy body against my chest. His rhythmic, steady breathing was the only sound in the room. I held him, burying my face in his soft fur, and slowly, inexplicably, the panic began to recede. It was a lifeline. He wasn't doing anything. He was simply being a steady, warm anchor in the chaos. This became our ritual. Whenever the shadow returned, Barnaby would sense it instantly. He didn't judge my tears or try to cheer me up with silly antics. He just offered unconditional solidarity. He forced me out for walks, demanding that I step into the light, however briefly. I started seeing the world through his eyes, the pure joy of a fallen leaf, the intense focus on a squirrel, the simple gratitude for a bowl of food. He made me accountable, and in doing so, he pulled me out of the silence. Today, my apartment isn't quiet anymore. It's filled with the soft clack-clack of Barnaby's paws, the sound of his happy, contented sighs, and my own laughter. We've been together for 5 years now, and I'm not the person who adopted him. The grey photograph has burst into color. I've started volunteering at the shelter and even began a small photography project. All thanks to the daily inspiration of our morning walks. Barnaby didn't need me to save him. He needed me to receive his gift. His quiet companionship was the key that unlocked the door I had locked on myself. He showed me that you don't overcome great loss by fighting the darkness, but by letting in a little bit of light, one paw print at a time. He is my shadow no more. He is my sunrise.